This is Radio TV Phononut, and I thought I was going to be releasing a repair video today. That may still happen. Depends on how much I get accomplished. But first, we need to share some heartbreaking news. I was looking around on the Goodwill auction site a week or two ago. I don't know how long it's been, and I spotted this RCA schoolroom stereo phonograph from probably about '66. It's a solid state job, and it's one where they took a basic record changer platform and just made a manual turntable out of it. It has the variable pitch studio strobe like the changers in the high-end consoles had, and we have controls for balance, volume, bass, and treble. And it has the same type lightweight tracking floating head cartridge like what the consoles had, so no 89T record wrecker here. Well, this part survived in good shape, but the speakers didn't. Now before I show you the speakers, here's how they had it packed. They had the record player wrapped up in this little bitty layer of bubble wrap. They had the speakers wrapped up in a little bitty layer of bubble wrap, stuck them in this flimsy box back to back, and then rammed this packing paper around the sides of the box. The speaker and the record player, they were not tight fitting, they were moving around in the box. But here's where the bad news comes in. Our speaker boxes got busted all to heck and back. You can see the pieces here of the plastic. This is what I've found so far. Here's one of the speaker boxes. As you can see, a nice big crack through here and a big chunk out of here and a big crack here, and I hear pieces rattling around in the box, and you know, it's just a... And here's the other box. It got busted up even worse. You can see it just fell apart on us. As you can tell, that one really got cream puffed. Now the only way I know to fix this is if I can find all the pieces. Maybe I can epoxy everything back together and paint the boxes. But it's still going to be obvious that they were repaired. Or I could build some wooden enclosures to mount these speakers in. But I'm really not that good at woodworking, so I don't know how well that would work out. But at any rate, whatever I do, it's not going to be original. Now, if this was an eBay purchase, I would have already been up there filing a item not described complaint. But since this is Goodwill, really don't think there's anything I can do about it. And pretty much you buy something off of that site, you get what you get. And FedEx is certainly not going to honor a claim like this because it wasn't packed well in the first place. Now come on people, I don't know what it's going to take for y'all to understand you can't pack stuff like this. I don't care what Amazon does or Time Life Music. And I say Time Life Music because recently got some CDs from them that was packed like Amazon. They were just thrown in a box with a couple of those air-filled bubble thingies in the box, which I can't stand. Those are not allowed over here. Like I said, you can't pack stuff that way. This stuff has to be packed like it's going through a nuclear war. And here once again we have a rare phonograph here that I've only seen this one in the past 30 years. We'll probably go another 30 years and not see another one, and it gets destroyed because these fools don't know how to pack something. It just really irks me. There's just no sense in it. Technically, these should have been packed in separate boxes, but they at least should have been packed, wrapped in more bubble wrap than this, and placed in the box so they would not rattle around inside. You know, this is not FedEx's fault. This is the person who sent it's fault. They didn't pack it well enough. Alright, we're plugged in. I'm just curious to see what this is going to do. And of course the needle's shot. The tone arm was flopping around all inside the thing, so... Well, it obviously needs some work, which is no surprise there. But I can tell that this thing would sound really well with a proper restoration. It's just a shame that the speakers got destroyed because of carelessness. I mean, let's face it, Goodwill, about all they're worried about is making sure the CEO gets enough money to pay his note on his BMW and go on his weekly or yearly vacation. Well, it might be weekly, I don't know. Knowing them, they think they got to take a vacation every time the wind changes direction, so that's about all they're concerned with. Okay, and you know what, I don't think I used a single cuss word in this video. I'm trying to keep it family friendly, but believe me, there was plenty of them said before I turned the camera on, I can tell you that. But once again, people, I don't know what it's going to take for y'all to learn. This is what happens when you don't pack right. And yeah, I could probably Mike could go round and round with them and get my money back. But it's still not going to alter the fact that a piece of history is destroyed. I mean, yeah, if this was a Caliphone 1430K, I mean, so what? There's 10,000 of them around at any given time. There's 10 of them on eBay. But this one here, this is not something that's likely going to turn up anytime soon. Now, the battery's about to go dead, but I thought I'd give you a quick look at the underside. They have a nice General Industries fan-cooled motor. There's the amplifier chassis, very nicely done. You see how they have the knobs connected to the various potentiometers by couplers there. Yep, very nicely built. And then 4 TO3 cased output transistors mounted on a heat sink. Yeah, I know this is probably blurry. I really don't care. You get the idea. I'm still pissed.